So who's going today? Are you doing it or am I doing it? You know me, you give me the opportunity, I want to be the one to go. Know what I'm saying? Let's get the rest of this stuff picked up so we can get started. When did you guys get here? Welcome back, travelers, to the Slider Havoc here, and we are back! That was kind of cool. Wow, caught us a little bit off guard there, but it's okay. Hey, welcome back. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome for the first time. I hope you guys enjoy what we're doing today. But I just want to jump right in and get going because, oh, man, I'm so frustrated right now. The other day, I was at work and I'd heard someone make a comment about how, why don't you learn English? Someone basically had a really thick accent and they made that comment, and I was like, I'm thinking to myself, man, do you know how hard English is to learn? How crazy our language is? It's absolutely absurd. Anyways, yeah, there's so many weird intricacies. There's so many weird things about English that people just don't know because we use them all the time. We say them all the time. We don't even think twice about it. But imagine if you were learning this for the first time and learning it from someone else. I think one of the biggest things that I could see as being a difficulty would be things like local, I guess colloquialisms would be the word I'm kind of looking for. But like, you know, terms people say locally. And one of the biggest ones being in California that I hear all the time is the yeah, no, no, yeah. It is so annoying. Like, so got any plans for today? Yeah, no, probably just gonna chill. What about you? You got any plans? No, yeah, I'm actually gonna be going to my nephew's football game tonight. See what I mean? Yeah, no, no, yeah. Now, we know what we mean. No, yeah is yeah, and yeah, no is no. It's like you start off with the opposite to really enforce the fact that what you really mean is the opposite. I don't get it. Why do we do this? Another thing that I think makes English so difficult is the fact that we tend to take an item, the generic name. And real quick examples of this is things like Kleenex and jacuzzi. Now, we all know what a Kleenex is. It's the thing you wipe your nose with, but the actual name is tissue, right? Kleenex is just the brand. Same with jacuzzi. Jacuzzi is a brand, whereas a hot tub is the item. And if you hear people trying to learn this language, that could just be so confusing because, you know, jacuzzi makes more things than just the hot tub. But if you're looking for jacuzzi, and you're gonna find all sorts of stuff, right? Just like with Kleenex. Kleenex makes more than just, you know, facial tissue. They make other things. If you're learning a language, that's gotta be freaking tough. Another one that I always find really, really funny is the whole debate about what you call a fizzy beverage. Hey, you want a pop? A what? A pop, you know? Oh, you mean a soda. I think he means a Coke. And then not that this makes learning English difficult or anything like that, but some of the things we do, at least in the United States, is so funny. If you go anywhere else in the world, the little pathway next to a road that you walk on is called a pavement or a path or a way, or I don't know, there's all sorts of different names out there. But in the United States, we call it a sidewalk because we have to be very specific. It can't just be a walk, it has to be a sidewalk. Another example would be like a trash can. Here, we call it a trash can. Why not just call it a can, right? Everywhere else, like I know in England, they call it a bin, and everybody knows what you're talking about. Or in Spanish, it's basura. I think that's the word. Basura? Is that my Spanish today? Or in French, colbaye, I think. I don't know, something like that. There's a definitive word. It's just can for the most part, right? But we have to be very specific. It's a trash can. I don't know. I don't get it. And I'm not gonna spend much time on this one, but I think the thing that kills me the most in the United States is the road system, right? Why don't we just have like a road or a street? Why do we have so many names? Now, I read an article because I was actually kind of well, not annoyed, but I was really, really thinking about this one. And I'm like, why do we have so many names for all these different roads? I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, there's a justification for each one. Very, very simple way to fix this problem. And obviously we can't do it now because there's just too many roads. But like in our freeway system or our highway system in the United States, right? All even numbers are highways that go east and west. All odd numbers are highways that go north and south. Very, very simple. Why don't we do that with our roads? Streets go east and west, avenues go north and south, and we don't need any more. And then we've got our highways. Keep it simple. It's so confusing when you're trying to give, imagine giving directions to someone who is just learning English. They have to remember the difference between a street, an avenue, a boulevard, a parkway, a road, a circle, a court, a highway, and oh God, there's so many. I feel so bad for people trying to learn the English language. And this isn't just, in the United States. Don't get me wrong. Like, one of my biggest things when it comes to learning another language is knowing the right word for the right item. And in English, we make that really, really difficult. Let me give you some examples. First, we've got trunk. I love the word trunk because there's so many different meanings to trunk. You've got trunk, like the trunk of your car where you put items. You've got trunk, like an elephant's nose. I guess technically a trunk's an elephant's nose, right? You've got trunk as in like a tree trunk. And then you've also got trunk like the body, the trunk of your body. And then you've got trunk like the thing you store stuff in. Some people call it like a steward's case or whatever, but a trunk. 4 or 5, however you want to look at it. I guess trunk of a tree and trunk of a body, kind of the same thing. But trunk of a car, trunk to store stuff in, trunk an elephant's nose, and trunk a tree. 4 different items. Same spelling, same pronunciation, everything's the same, but there's 4 different items. Now, we're not the only ones. The Brits do it too. And I'm sorry if you take that offense. I think Brits isn't really an offensive thing. But anyways, like their trunk is called a boot, right? That's where you put stuff in, the boot. The hood's the bonnet. It's just different terminology. But then when they're also talking about like soccer cleats or, football cleats, it's also a boot. So if you're putting something in a boot. Hey, look, I just turned Canadian. If you're putting something in a boot, that means you could be something in the back of your car, or you could be playing a prank on someone putting something in their cleats. It's got to be tough to learn English. We got so many different multiple termed words. It's just crazy. I'm just going to list off a few to finish up. First, there's lie, as in not telling the truth, or lie, as in lie down and get some sleep. Well, hello, Summer. Hi. Lie down with your puppy. Same spelling, same word, 2 different meanings. Then you've got crazy ones where same word, same spelling, 2 different meanings, 2 different pronunciations. You pronounce the same word 2 different ways, depending on the meaning of it, but it's spelled the same thing. Like tear, the water droplet coming down your eye, or tear, tearing a piece of paper. Tear, tear, same spelling. What the heck? And then there's the craziest one to me, all right? So there's other examples like lead, to be in the front, or lead, the metal item. Bass, like the musical instrument, or drop that bass, 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 bass. Sorry about that. Or bass, the fish. But the one I think in English that gets me the most is because it's such a simple word. It's 3 little letters, but has, I counted 4 different meanings. There might be more, but 4 different meanings, 2 different pronunciations. B-O-W. Quick. What word am I thinking about right now when I spell that out? Do I mean a bow? Bing. Do I mean a bow tie or a bow in your hair? Do I mean bow? Konnichiwa. Or do I mean bow like the start of the front of a ship? There are so many weird words in the English language. It has got to be so difficult to actually try to learn them all. Be a little bit more considerate. That's my whole thing. It's a PSA. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, don't hesitate to hit that like button or that subscribe button or that little bell right next to the subscribe button and come back for more whenever I post. Right now I'm posting every Friday. I'm going to try to do a little bit more and possibly do 2 a week. We'll see how that goes. But if you want to see more like this video right here, if you want to see more of this playlist, until next time, travelers, y'all know the deal. I'm Slaughter Havoc and I'm out of here. Peace!